static polymorphism and how do we implement the static polymorphism in Java, and the advantage with polymorphism also we understand. With polymorphism, it simplifies the usage of application. Means if you write some library classes today, that library classes should be used by somebody else tomorrow, but while they are using, it will be very easy. It can be minimizing, means it will be minimized to remember few things to do several operations. No need to remember so many method names, or no need to have so many method names to perform different type of operations. So you can have single method to carry out multiple operations. So that we have seen yesterday in polymorphism example also. What is the example we have seen? Like overloaded example, we have overloading example we have seen. There we have overloaded the add method. In the add method, we have passed two parameters or three parameters, or multiple parameters, like an array of parameters we have seen. Everywhere it is
Hello.
working. Yeah, yeah, Shivangi, are you talking something? Yeah, now, uh, and along with that, what else we have seen? We have seen where args methods also, means variable length argument methods. So variable length argument methods, how it will be anyhow, anytime in a method you can have only one variable length argument method, of only one variable length argument in the method. So you cannot have multiple parameters or multiple arguments as variable length parameters. Always you need to have only one variable length argument parameter in the. So variable length argument. So where args means what? Variable length argument parameters we can have in the method definition, and how many variable length arguments that we can have in the method definition. The point that we need to remember here is only one parameter we can have as the variable length arguments. Only one parameter in any method can be a var args parameter. Only one parameter you can have as the variable length arguments parameter. You cannot have multiple things or multiple uh, parameters as the variable length parameters. Hmm, you need to have only one parameter. Now, one more thing, what you need to remember, what else you need to remember is always the var args parameter of the method should be the last should be the last one, or should be the last parameter of the method. Should be the last one in the method. So that means what? While we are writing methods, while we are defining the methods, you can have any number of parameters, right? Like 1 you can have, 2 you can have, 0 you can have, 10 you can have. But uh, any number of parameters you may be having, but you should uh, make sure that the variable length argument parameter should be the last one in the list of parameters of a method. So assume that if you are writing a method with variable length parameters, you can't write this variable length parameter as the first one or second one or anything. After the variable length parameter, you cannot write any other parameter. See, it is giving you error. It is giving you error. See, variable argument type int of the method add must be the last parameter. It should be always the last parameter in the method. It cannot be in between or in the starting. These 2 points we need to remember with respective to var args methods or variable length arguments method. Are these 2 points clear, guys? You need to remember these 2 points with respective to variable length arguments methods. Is it okay, guys? You can type in the chat window. Yeah. Yeah, Shivangi, is it okay? These 2 points you need to remember. Sai, now this is about static polymorphism.